This is Scott from KIG. It is August 18th, 2013. And here we're going to test again one of 12 5-ton Koolant Koolers chillers that we have. In fact, this is one of 3 that we're getting ready to ship to a customer. I guess you could call it 2 of 3 actually, because we've tested the first one for this customer. This one is serial number 32044, again 32044, a 460 volt 5-ton chiller using the new R407C refrigerant. I just came over and turned the 460 volt power on, and we're going to come over here and press the power button on for the machine. We have the set point currently set at 25C. We're going to bring it down to 5C. First thing I'm going to do is turn on the pump and get some fluid, the glycol mix, the water mix flowing through the chiller. Next we're going to bring our set point down to the lowest part of the range. These have a set point from 5 degrees C to 25C, which is about approximately 42 Fahrenheit up to 77 Fahrenheit, give or take. So I just press the set button, and bring it down to 5 degrees C, press set. The water in the tank and the piping is just under 25C right now. Then what we do is we press the compressor button. When we do that, a little time delay comes on. It might be 90 seconds, it might be just under 2 minutes before it's going to allow the compressor to turn on. That's just a built-in safety to avoid short cycling of the system and to avoid too frequent starts and stops of the compressor. So there's our process pump here, our insulated tank, our fill for the tank, our sight glass for the refrigerant. There's a thermal expansion valve there. We actually have a built-in level sensor for the tank, which will automatically shut off if the tank volume gets too low. We also have our sight glass here, so you can see the level of the fluid in the tank. We've also got a nice little drain on the bottom there. We do have a gauge for the pump pressure. It's operating at a nice 30 psi. Now all these systems, again, we put in all new controls. You have our contactors and our overloads for the compressor, the fan, and the pump, all adjusted at the factory. And all these settings are documented in the manual and startup guide that we provided. It's three-phase power, 460 volt to power the whole system. The controller power is actually 220 volt single phase. So that's this here is a transformer to take one leg of the 460 power at single phase and actually step it down to the single phase power needed for the controller. So you just heard the machine kick on. So that is our compressor and our fan running now. So we're starting to chill, as you can see by the temperature gauge on the screen. So we'll come back for video number 2 to see us reach our set point. That's the high and low pressure switch, also set here at the factory. That might be able to be tweaked out in the field if needed, depending on your application, but you should be fine as long as it's running a normal application indoors, as we expect all will. I'll come back to video number 2 in a second.